Welcome back to Turkey Club, Patty Melt, Reuben, all types of sandwiches.
That's not a hero.
Yes.
Yes! Welcome back to Resident Evil 7. We got a few things to do before we actually go into that giant behemoth. For one, we got the rest of the antique coins, which means we can buy the stabilizer. So good for our reload speed, and we also have another clown door to check because we have the clown key. So while that's happening, I just want to make a small little note here about the history of this specific DLC. Because it was supposed to come out the same year Resident Evil 7 did. And while it did actually show up by the end of the year, it missed its release window by months. There was actually an advertisement at the end of the main game after the credits that showed a spring 2017 release date. Well, that came and went. Eventually, we got Not a Hero, but alongside the last piece of story DLC, End of Zoe, and near the end of the year along with Resident Evil 7's Gold Edition. The DLC was kind of, I don't want to say doomed, but it had some issues. For one, the game released in January of 2017, and a week later it got a DLC pack from the Season Pass. It had 2 story bits and a minigame. Now, Season Passes were annoying at a certain point, and then they kind of vanished, but just imagine having your base game, which you can beat in about under 10 hours in your first try, and then you get DLC that seemed like it was 100% done, but stuck behind a season pass. Yeah, that's a little suspicious to me. A week later, after the first DLC pack, another one showed up. So Banned Footage Volume 1 and 2 showed up, but no story DLC. I mean, we had little story bits, but not of the epilogue. So Not a Hero eventually did show up in December of the same year, due to a few issues. Apparently Capcom, took the reins and was like, whoa, okay, this actually isn't good, we need to go back and fix this. So they did. And I am glad they did that. I'm kind of still iffy about the whole Season Pass thing and the fact that they charged you for something that was essentially done. At least we still got Not a Hero, which was still free LC. It's still fun. I just kind of wish they were a little bit nicer with what they gave you for free. Especially since it was months late.
Christopher, still with us, I see. Very impressive, my friend. Very impressive. Let's just see how...
Actually, it's Christian, not Christopher.
Please, get it right. Christos, my actual name.
Actually, it's Christine. Parents were very confused.
Is this a boy? I don't know, just give it a semi-gender neutral name. Christy? Got it.
His middle name's like Theodore, so Chris T. Redfield.
Chris Theodore Redfield. Perfect. Uh-oh. Yeah, so when I first played this part, because I hated Molded so much, I had a very bad time here. This is a gauntlet. You have to kill all the Molded in order to move on.
So you just got a big old frown on your face the whole time, don't you?
Yep, and the
fucking Molded.
Yeah, I also found out the stomp doesn't work on an incline. Well, it kind of works. But then this is where the shotgun comes to shine, and then you get the variant Molded, which you have to kill with ramrods. But I would also like to mention, and it's very, very good that this happens, if you have extra ramrods, shoot the regular Molded with it. It kills them in one hit.
Yes.
But then again, if you run out of ramrod, you can't kill the white ones. So, pick and choose.
You're good. Maybe you got lucky. What do you say when you find out?
Damn it. I actually threw a grenade and knocked myself over, but I didn't kill the 4-legged Molded. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is bad.
Cornered.
Yeah, this is actually very bad. Do not get yourself cornered, because they swarm. Oh, well, that's a variant. Hold on.
There you go. Oh.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm just done asking you people for directions.
Never ask a Redfield for advice. Either they'll go on a magical adventure and get caught with zombies, or they'll shoot you.
Hey, you know where the linen closet is? I gotta find... Oh!
Oh, stop.
How does one turn into a 4-legged Molded? Like, do you just have to be on the floor when Evie gets you, or...?
I think they actually do explain that in this very DLC. Funny enough. Or it's possible they just wanted a model for the liquors.
Or did Evie just have a very, very, very fun time on a very unfortunate yoga class?
Downward dog.
Oh, no. Anyone else?
That's pretty much how I felt after this war.
Slow it down, Christopher. Almost had you that time. Just how much more of this do you think you can take?
Alright, what you got? Of course. Fat molded.
Excuse me, I've got something to ask you real quick.
Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Lucas? Okay.
Excuse me, I just went down to Dick's Sporting Goods and I tried to get me a new football, but they didn't have anything that was regulation size. I have to wait a couple of weeks, but I don't have a couple of weeks. I need something. So you think you can just inflate this one ball for me instead?
Taken out with a couple ramrods.
Okay, no more, all right? I don't have anything left.
You won't get any sympathy from me, asshole.
I know. I've done terrible things. Horrible things. I killed your men. I tortured them. And I enjoyed every second, soldier boy. Just like I'm going to enjoy watching you burn.
Commencing countdown to detonation.
You hear that? Sounds like time's running out for you.
And this completely contradicts what Jack said in your dream, where he's like, my boy's not a killer. He's done some shady shit.
Well, maybe he's not a killer, but after being exposed to Evie's power, he's like, holy shit, I love being a killer. Hell yeah!
Yeah, that would be absolutely terrible. So now we have a new timer counting down from 10. We gotta get out of here before we die.
9, 8, 7.
It is
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Yeah, it is the longest countdown in existence.
You have 5 minutes.
So it gives you plenty of time to find this grate, which is just magically not sealed very close to the floor. There we go.
Sloppy work. Oh yeah, no, not sealed. I think that was boulder strength there. Tapped in a little bit of the boulder strength to get that one
Exactly. It's just like, oh, come on.
How the fuck did he pull that out?
Give me my 2009 powers back. I also love just the random swearing from Ethan and Chris on parts where they should have said it like a million light years before the thing happened.
I love to see them in like a fist fight. Just fuck, shit, fuck, damn it, fucking bitch, shit,
Hey,
fuck.
We survived.
Oh, we did it.
Yay. So to me, that's the hardest part. Just the gauntlet of constant molded. But if you find specific spots, it's actually not that bad.
Chris, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
We managed to intercept an email Lucas just sent out. Listen to this. Umbrella and Redfield have been taken care of. Dealing with them cost me some time. Cost them a lot more. But I can still get that data to you, but we're quits after that.
He thinks I'm dead. This might be our chance. Who'd he send it to?
We're still decrypting that. Just get Lucas.
Keep me posted.
All right.
He sent it to Albert Wesker.
But Wesker's dead. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna call it right now. It's gonna be a clone of Wesker or something like that. Because we need it.
Well, I mean, Jake is technically still alive. He hasn't been retconned out.
Just because they don't show up doesn't mean they haven't been retconned.
I know. And I would really hate it if they went for that. See, this is like brand new. All the stuff from the older games is only referenced.
Resi 8, Sheva as the protagonist.
Yeah, but that's still a reference, though. We need some more new blood.
It's Sheva. It'd be brand new blood. I mean,
Well, I mean, it's returning blood, but not as bad. See, they keep trying to bring the story back.
I mean, Resi 4 was returning blood. It was, it was like, oh, the rookie cop, he's back in his own game now? All right. Oh, the lady chick from Resi 5 is back in her own game? All right.
I know, but just think of it this way. Resident Evil 7 started with a whole new slate. The only references are a magazine on the old boat referencing Raccoon City being destroyed and Chris Redfield's entire existence. That's the only references you have to the old games.
So what if the new formula is this? Isolated incident somewhere in the world that is somehow tied to nasty basty biohazard umbrella stuff.
I mean, maybe, but now Umbrella's, like, good. So we need a new type of infection, or something like that.
There's always going to be terrorists everywhere. Ooh.
See, I don't even care that if they would go back to zombies, because I hate the molded. I really do not like fighting them. But, you know, I wouldn't mind
How
zombies.
did you get from under there?
Oh,
It's
he
bullshit.
totally spawned. It was great. I actually slowed that down frame by frame as I was editing this to talk over, and he totally just spawned. This is actually a very important room. This is Evie's old room.
I'm sure things went so well in here.
Mm-hmm. The blood splatter says as much.
It's blood cells and a blood splatter in a padded room, you know.
Especially this.
Health good, mental good, normal, not much change, plays with dolls.
Turn 2 guys into molded.
Ah.
Turn 1 guy into fat molded.
Ah.
So she just decides, you're a molded now.
Stressed, bad, high, sudden aging. Ah.
Yeah, so this is where you learn a bit more about the fact that her infection turned her into grandma. But then the aging kind of just stops. And then it says, well, you have the necrotoxin. If she gets out of control, kill her. Okay. And then the dolls of her and Mommy. And that's it. That's just backstory.
Oh, well.
But that document is important if you're trying to collect all of them.
Call Jimmy McGee for some elder law abuse here.
Ooh, what do we got here? Uh-oh. By the way, it took me a hot minute to figure out what WM meant.
Whoa, man!
Whoa, man! White molded! Oh. Hey, more ramrods. I'm good for that. And that's everything. I think I actually skipped this room on my first playthrough.
I forgot that room existed.
But it's a nice little lore room. Gives you some details about the backstory. And I like this. You see that molded? If you stare at it too long, it jumps you. This is a cool document, too.
I'm sick of this guy, Lucas. Or is that, I'm sick of this guy, Lucas?
Now we're finding out how Lucas is involved with the EV program, I guess. Of the infection they gave to Evelyn.
Turns out he's smirt.
Yep. He is actually... At least he likes to poke and prod with things he knows nothing about. Yeah, see, he actually jumped up. There was one playthrough where he didn't show up, but because I kept staring at him,
Did I get you?
he
Did I
jumped
fool you?
up.
Did I get you? Were you scared?
See ya, buddy. No head sucks. Yeah, it looks like Lucas was a good guy for the most part. He just wanted to be in some experimentation. Got infected, and then it's all bad.
That's what Evie does. She fucking infects people and turns them evil.
Oh, it's like, hey, you're my new brother. Okay.
Lucas.
I mean, if Evie infects you, I mean, she'll turn you into an absolutely, you know, disgusting, evil, vile criminal, and she infects me, and... Well, I don't think it'll change that much.
You're a highly dangerous criminal. And now you're worse somehow.
Maybe it'll be a little bit more violent, but, you know.
Okay, I like this.
Oh, Jesus, what the hell?
Who turned the lights on?
Oh, fuck!
Lucas!
Alright, there he goes. We gotta chase him down.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Alright, chase down Lucas. Well, that sucks. Alright, so... Do we find another way around?
He just pull him out of his jacket, just whoop, there's a turret right there. Just,
I'd like to think he had those set up just in case.
I like that.
I'm out of here.
I'm out of heads, colon J.
Yeah, he saw us coming. So that was the email he was going to send. And here's the next to last document.
The connections.
Yeah. Lucas has been sending information to somebody called the Connections to try and basically sell off Evie. Ooh, there's the other lockpick. And right here is the last document.
Buyer for A data? Got one.
Gets set up for transmission. So yeah, he's sending information off to an evil organization to basically make another Evelyn. That's not good. We need to stop him.
We don't need one Evelyn. Why do we need, like, a whole bunch?
Because money! Money is the root of all evil. Alright. This is cool. It's not loaded. If you find that lockpick and you come back for this, this is how you learn a secret. So in here, got more ramrods, that's cool. But, wait a minute, if that gun doesn't have ammo, what about the other one? I like that. It's a learning thing. It's like, oh, that one doesn't have ammo. What if we try the other one? Fuck! That's the one he thought of. Alright, don't need that, don't need that. We have all the coins. We have all the documents. We're ready to go.
Alright.
Cool, let's chase him down. Hey, Lucas! Did you remember to load this? Nope, you didn't.
He's already, you know, well out the state by now.
Oh, yeah. We've taken way too long. He's gone. Unless he accidentally went into a room with no exit.
It turns out he left the state, left the country, and left you a 1-star on Yelp.
How the hell are you still alive? You should be dead.
We got your emails. We know you're funneling info to someone.
That's none of your goddamn business, Chris. A lot of people out there want to know about our little AV. A lot of people.
Your friends, the connections, know about this? They don't strike me as the forgiving type.
That's my business. You let me worry about that. You're about to have your hands full.
After he says that, you need to be in an open area, otherwise nothing happens. But then, when you get into an open spot, he jumps you.
I can't. I don't. No. I don't believe it.
Believe it. It's over.
No. No way.
Just shut up and accept it, Lucas.
Love that, wouldn't you? Oh boy.
So this is what it feels like.
We've got a situation down here.
Infection is at critical mass.
Tell me something I don't know.
Oh, I've got something for you. You're fucking squirreled.
You're going to need to proceed with caution. Extreme caution.
Oh, that's different. Like it haven't been since we got here.
And now we get to see what he turns into. Well, we needed a transition to get to this. How the fuck did he get up there, and why did we let him?
You had to come in here and mess things up, didn't you?
A giant monster with 3 faces. That's just what we need.
Why does he get 3 faces?
I honestly don't know, but it looks very menacing. Here's your Lucas boss fight. You need to kill him for good. He's got a lot of attacks and they're very fast. This is where the block button comes way in handy, because if you block one attack, there's one coming right after it, and if you get it at just the right moment where it makes impact, you can knock him back.
Yeah, he brings this gigantic claw, and you just fling it, he's like, whoa, whoa, what?
Yeah, pretty much. They give you, like, tons of ammo in here. Like, I have over 100 shotgun shells, just because I picked up the stuff that was in the crates. You also need to use the ramrod ammo, because he is now made with white molded. Okay, and there's the second one. There's the third one. Okay, we're ready. Yeah, this fight does take some getting used to, and it does have, I would say 3 phases. Just be careful when he's, like, lugging those giant arms around. It's just like, there you go.
The difference between this and 6, obviously, is that now we've got over 100 shotgun shells, now we've got all the weapons, now we've got all these extra fun toys, but it's the final boss. We're here at the very end, and now we're doing all this stuff.
Uh-huh. You know, they don't have to necessarily give us gigantic weapons to kill the final boss. I mean, this is actually pretty neat. And honestly, this whole story was just to find out what happened to Lucas after 7. So here's phase 2. You can't breathe.
The air contamination is going on.
Also, the shadow effect is just really fucking cool.
thanks for the advice.
The only
Being
thing-
able to barely see his face in the smoke,
It's so cool!
that's a neat effect.
That's so cool! And of course, infection's at critical mass, which means we're slowly losing air. There are oxygen tanks. See those green lights? That's your oxygen. So if you happen to run out, grab some more oxygen, and there
Just
you go.
plant your lips on one of those and just...
Now, I will say, be very careful. When you knock Lucas back and he opens up his big old orange weak spot, a la Lost Planet, be careful. He has an insta-death move now. When you see him from across the room and you see him basically slide towards you, it's instant death unless you block it. So just be very careful. Also, he has basically a fire hose move.
Oh, crap, that's
where
great.
it just spews all over you. It's disgusting. Yeah,
We called Yoo-Hoo!
I do like the fact that after he expels all that acid, he basically takes a break and unleashes his weak point. It's just like, come get me.
Yeah, you know, whenever I deal in my ultimate haymaker punch, I have to open up my chest and let my heart beat freely for about a few seconds before I can get back up again.
You know, that's the thrill of the fight, just coming through. It's just like, oh, yeah.
Must suck being a video game boss.
Instead of my head, he goes, my tail.
It's just you wake up in the morning, go get the coffee, walk down to the kitchen, you reach up to open the cupboard, and oh, there it is, your fucking flap fell down.
Oh.
There's your weak spot exposed.
Damn it. I wish my weak spot wouldn't get exposed.
And the kids come around with Nerf guns like, hey dad, think fast, like, son, I don't, and then
No. Oh, damn it, we killed Dad again. Oh, also his main attacks get faster.
Gotta wait for the sequel now for him to come back.
You killed your dad. Now wait another year or so and he'll be back. Yep, a lot faster. I think that's also part of the insta-kill move where he uses like his little tendrils and it just goes right into your stomach and it kills you and it's bad. And
Get
I hate
over
it.
here!
Yeah, it's pretty much that. Ooh, he's fast. Alright. Yeah, when it gets to phase 2 and you can barely see him, it's more a game of almost red light, green light. You watch for him to make a move and then shoot him.
Owie, owie, owie.
Yeah, he can also corner you, and it really sucks. Ooh, it's fast. It's fast.
Big reach, really hurts you. Ouch.
Wow, I can't believe that worked. One final shot in his heart, and he's gone.
That did it, alright.
That is actually the best fight I've ever had with Lucas, because every time he hits me with that insta-kill move, and I don't see it coming.
Game over.
I love how he hesitated, too. It's like, game over. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, there's a trigger. Bang!
Chris, the data transfer is almost complete.
How do I stop it?
You need to find a way to shut down the server. There may be some transformer relays you can... Okay, that worked. Gonna be some pissed computer techs up here, but...
Crimea River. What's the sit rep?
The facility is clear. Even the newer breeds have been neutralized.
Then I'm out of here.
We did it.
Yay. 58-year-old Chris Redfield still got it.
He'll never retire.
Perimeter wall is up and operational.
Good. Think we did any good here?
Not for them, unfortunately. But the mold is contained. Hopefully, they're Evie's last victims.
Hopefully.
Chris, there's a call for you. You need to take it back at the camp.
All right. I'm on my way.
So that's some nice closure. We know what happened to Lucas. He got tied up in some bad connections, literally and figuratively, and then Chris shot him and he died. Brilliant. But that's not the DLC that everybody was waiting for. because there's another Baker kid, and we need to find out what happened to her. But first, look at that completion.
Hey.
Hour 20, got everything. Both steroids, both stabilizers.
Healing items used.
Yeah,
Double digits.
I didn't want to die. I was trying not to.
You know, if you're going by a regiment that a guy knew from high school, that's 12 push-ups, man.
That's fine. I'll gladly do 12 push-ups if it means I don't have to play Not a Hero again. Not that I didn't enjoy it, but it can be a bit of a slog. Especially when you finally find that great 3, 2, 1, 0.
I was about to say, why am I not dead? Oh, I guess I'm okay. Alright, anyway.
So you might have seen that my end results had 2 retries. That's because Lucas got me twice with this move. Yeah! And the creepy part gets right up in your face with his 3 faces. Yikes, that's creepy.
That's a great image to end on. Just slowly zoom in on that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah, you have fun with the rest of this. I'm getting out of here.
No, you're not.
What?
Next time on Resident Evil 7, we're doing the other DLC to end the story once and for all.
The fuck you mean we?
Oh, you don't want to do it?
You're bringing me over again?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god, this is great!
Yes, it is. See you guys next time.